Hi, welcome to Minicab Lifeline. We have been absent for quite a long time actually. The reason being we have been developing new products, and this is something I will show you today, as well as I will take you through some fill in the blanks, the area of struggle for many drivers, and as usual explaining the grammar rules in a very simple way so that you can understand. Just to let you know, you use this time to develop a completely new, brand new grammar course with a very simple explanation of the grammar rules and 70 plus um, exercises on the use of articles, modal verbs, um, then helping verbs, two verbs, singular noun, plural noun, third person singular number, etc. And this which tackles with your main area of struggle, where you do not know whether it will be in the past form, present form, or whether it's going to be with an S or without an S. So this grammar course, you can have a look. This is a very useful course for those who struggle with grammar. And also, we have now all our um, multiple choice questions now comes with an explanation, as you can see. And it does refer back to the SERU handbook page, and there's an explanation as well um, for relate to the answer. So it's all the questions are like that now, and from about 500 is our question bank has reached now 800. And also we have developed a mock test in your languages as well. This is something we have been asking for a quite long time, and we have finally done it. Again, they come with explanation as well. We have got mock test with audio coming up as well very soon. That will be also available on our website. And the most exciting bit is I'm going to show you here that our grammar course, our fill in the blanks, and that the recent changes that we have brought into fill in the blanks, you're simply going to love it. So let me show you what we have done. So ride sharing blank is a vehicle and pay separate fares. Ride sharing is London, Mass, etc. Ride share drivers, etc. So let's see the options first. Ride sharing when strangers share, when a stranger share. Now this is one of these two, share a vehicle. So we know it's two people. So first of all, obviously, it is when we look at that word share, some people are sharing between themselves a journey. So that's plural, that one indication. Number two indication is that there's no article before the word stranger. So there is no there is no the, there is no each, every, this, that, nothing there before it that indicates is to be a singular. So this is why we are going to use the word the when strangers share a vehicle. Okay, then this two is now out of the way. So let's move to the next one. Is ride sharing in London must be. So remember, after be, must, after the word be, the the verb will always be in the past or in the continuous form. So must be book is not correct at all. If you take the be away, then yes, book will be correct. But it is must be booked. A licensed PHP operator, and drivers can. Now we have only two left. Now book through is done, strangers done. Now only accepting bookings, only accept bookings. So drivers can only accept booking. And now this can is a modal verb as well. This can is a modal verb as well. And after a modal verb, normally the base form, the present form of the verb is used. So this is why we're going to use this. So let's check, and I'm going to show you that most exciting bit that I've been talking about, which is this. So each blank, there is an explanation at the end. So first blank, there's the explanation. The second blank, there is an explanation. Third blank, why this has happened. So as you do your mock test, I don't believe anyone has done it in the market yet. So as you do your mock test and you check your answer, then you can see the exact explanation why which word has been used and why. So now if your PHB is if your PHB if it provided doesn't make sense, some key risk. Operator offer ride sharing. Operator offers ride sharing. So he's talking about your PHB operator, which is the third person singular number. And after that, the verb will be with an S. That's it, finish. That's very simple as that. Your PHB offers ride sharing service. Ask them about training, which they should. Again, this is a modal verb. This is a modal verb. Should is a modal verb, and after that, we're expecting uh, the expecting a present or base form of the verb, which they should provide. Which they should provide, that cannot be correct. If there's a be after should, then it would be provided. Ride sharing can potentially introduce what? Some safety risk or some safety risk. The word some here refers to more than one. It refers to more than one. So therefore, we are going to use such risk, the plural form of it, the more than one risk, more than one risk. So you can check, and it's a correct answer. And there is an explanation below it as well. Beginning of the sentence always capital. So if you find something with capital, that's the correct one. We don't have to look anywhere else. Ride sharing can occur. What is the other option? Ride sharing can occur. So there's two mistakes. After can, the base form of the verb is used, and also it cannot be with an S as well. Okay, there's two mistakes here. So it must be ride sharing occur. Yeah. Now, second is with similar routes and schedule travel together. When two people with similar routes and schedule travel together. Schedules. The word schedule itself is correct, and you cannot make it sorry before and or the form of the verb um, remain the same. Okay, the form of the verb remain the same. So routes is plural, so therefore we are going to use schedules. So it's talking about two people's route and two people's schedule who are traveling together. However, sharing personal information like home address or daily routes routine may put a passengers. No, this a article a is referring to one, so therefore we are going to use the singular form of the word passenger at risk. So again, we check is correct, and there is an explanation for you to look. A passenger a passenger may accidentally book. A passenger may accidentally books. May accidentally books. You have got may here, which is a modal verb. So therefore, when we are going to go onto the verb here, it cannot be with an S. It has to be the base form of the verb. It has to be a base form of the verb. So we are going to use may accidentally book. May accidentally book. This is the what we are going to use. And then a ride sharing journey leading to an argument. A argument. We know a is a vowel, and before vowel we will have to use an. So picked up to prevent arguments. Confirm the ride share bookings. The ride share booking. Now we have to look at the form of the sentence. Confirm the ride share bookings. Explain pickups and the route. Inform about route changes. Estimate travel, and clarify the what? Cost. Okay. So we are talking about to prevent argument. Confirm the ride share booking. Explain. So every time there is a customer coming into your car, you need to explain that they're talking about a specific person. So you have to confirm with them that they are talking about this singular form will be used, the ride share booking, okay, referring to one booking. So again, we check it's correct. We're running out of time as well. Last one. Then again beginning of the sentence, and we have two actually. Let passengers know. Let passenger no. Now there is no article before the word passenger. Passenger, so it cannot be singular, so it has to be plural. If there is an article or any kind of indication for it to be singular, then it will have be without an s. They can exit and arrange a non-ride share phbs. Because of this a which is not there, because of this a, it will be phb, a non-ride share phb singular. If you are uncomfortable with other passenger, you should not share, you should not share. You should the personal detail, the personal detail or personal details. Think about it for a second. Which one is correct? A person have more than one personal details. So they could have a phone number, they could have an email or whatever. So we should not be sharing personal details of one person with another person. Okay, so let's see. Yeah, all correct now. So if we submit, obviously it's going to be 100% anyway. So let's move on to the next one. Let's see, there's 10 of them. A child, as, uh, as anyone under a child defined by law. This and defined by law. This is not something that is happening. That's already been done. That's already been done in the past. This definition has been established already. This definition is established already. So therefore, we are going to use the word define. So it's referring to something that has already happened and been established. Defined by law. Okay, defined by law. Secondly, the word law is a common noun, not a proper noun. So therefore, we are going to use the word here as a what do you call it? Lowercase will be uh, used here. Okay, and dependence on adults make them susceptible to harm or abused. Susceptible to harm or abuse. Which one is correct? Think about it. After two, what happened? After two, normally the what do you call it? Harm or abuse. What do you call it? After two, normally the base form is used. After two, normally the base form is used. It doesn't add anything to the word. Now, adults at risk are. Now we have got two choices that left. Individuals over 18. Individual over 18. Now you need to look at this word here. Adults. This word here, adults, is referring to more than one individual, right? So therefore, we'll have to go for plural here as well. Individuals. Adults at risk are, and this R is also telling me we're talking for more than one person, are individuals over 18 where it requires, etc. So again, explanation is there for you for each blank. Again, beginning of the sentence, so there's only one, safeguarding children, and there is safeguard this. There is no mistake in this. Safeguarding children and adults at risk is everybody's responsibility. If transporting an unaccompanied child, ensure your operator is informed. So again, after M is, are, was, were, you normally have the continuous form. The verb normally come with ing, or it is in the past form normally with ed. So this is confirmed. This is referring to an action that should have been done already. Okay, that should have been done already. Okay, and then we go to the next one. Is confirm the name of the adult who will, let's see, who will meet the child, who met the child. No, it's not, it's will. This word will here referring to something that will happen in the future. So therefore, who will meet the child? So in the future. So that's also correct. Let's move on. Again, beginning of the sentence. So vulnerable children or adults. Driver may transport. Driver may transport. So this is the correct one because there is no article before it or anything before it that is indicating it to be singular. So drivers is the correct one. It's a plural noun. So driver is a proper one that we are using here, including those being trafficked, those being trafficking. So which one is correct? Which one is correct? You think about it, which one is correct and why? The correct one is the trafficked one, because this is the past participle form. Is functioning an adjective to describe the state of this individual. So whatever happening with these children or adults, this is telling us of their status, and this is why it is past participle. You cannot have trafficking here because this is already happening. Exploited, and also there's easier way, my explanation easier way, you look at the other ones. Okay, so this is also with ed, this is also with ed, so all in the past, abused, exploited, so therefore this will be the same as well. Okay, be aware of the signs of risk, report concern to the police, report concern to the police if needs. Now if needed, if you need it, then obviously you report it. Now remember, the police is a common noun. It's not referring to one individual or very specific name, so that's why it's not going to be capital. And obviously, and also the needed, we use the past participle because it's referring back to an action that is going to happen. Okay, that's already happened. So again, we check correct. So we move on to the next one. Criminal exploitation or county lines involves travel across counties. No, involve gangs using children, gangs used children. Which one is it? Think about it. Obviously, I'm going to tell you which one is it, but you think about it as well. So it's referring to an action that is ongoing. It's referring and describing an action that is always ongoing. Therefore, we are going to pick up on this one. Gangs using children, and young adults to sell drug. After to, as we have said before, the base form of the verb will be used. So sell is the base form of the verb, present form of the verb that is used after the word to. They often is third, what do you call it? This is third person plural number. Remember, this is, so they often traveled across. They often travel across. And after this, normally you have the present form of the verb is used. Okay, this one. So we use travel. So let's see, all correct. Let's move on. Number 5. Again, beginning of the sentence. Your passenger expects. So only one there. So you don't need to look anywhere else. And your passenger expecting, it doesn't make sense. If your passenger is this what to be expecting, you need to have an R here. Your your passenger is singular, so is here. Your passenger is expecting. So your passenger expect, and also is referring to an expectation as well. To be treated in an appropriate way. Always act appropriately and professionally. Act appropriately and professionally. So now question is, why are we using the word professionally here, not professionalism? Okay, because it's an adverb and used to describe how the driver should be acting. Since the sentence is about how to act, the adverb professionally will be used here. Other one would be appropriate here. With all passenger, this all makes the noun plural. So all passengers. Next. Signs of risk includes young or vulnerable people being. We have done one before like this, remember? So the following verb will be with ed. After being, the following verb will be with ed. Being, in the past form. Being taken to hotels or suspected brothels as usual, and unusual hours, and traveling to meet someone they don't know. They doesn't know makes sense because this is third person plural number. For this to become doesn't, you have to be it or he or she in before that. Perhaps who they have met online. After have, you have the past form of the verb used here. They have met online. Perhaps they have met online. Okay, let's move on. Check first. This all correct. As you see the explanation after have. After have, we have the After the verb will usually be in the past participle. So met is the past participle and which have used here. Next, we have got 3 more left. Signs of risk. Vulnerable person showing. Signs of risk include a children. Obviously, this cannot be correct because children is a plural. Children is a plural, so therefore before that you cannot have a article a that's indicated to one. So signs of risk include, this sign is plural, therefore we don't have to add an s here. Include a child or vulnerable person showing signs of abuse. Sign of abuse. So is there could be many different signs of a person being abused. So it's referring to that one here. Okay. Signs of abuse, because this is a subject and verb agreement, means that the verb must agree with the subject in the number and person. Okay, because there is sorry. And last one, neglected fear being under the influence of alcohol or drugs, or appear frightened. Appearing frightened. No, it's appear frightened. A vulnerable person showing signs of abuse, neglect, or fear, being under the influence of alcohol or drugs, or appear frightened. Is all the whole sentence is what do you call it? Appearing is the present participle of the verb appear. Appearing is used because appearing frightened. Sorry, my mistake. So the last blank is that we are going to use the word appearing frightened, because this is the present participle of the verb appear. Appearing is used because it describes an ongoing state of being frightened. So the child is, or the vulnerable person is already frightened, who is observed over time rather than a single isolated moment of appear. So this is where we are going to select this one, appear frightened, and this is the you have got your explanation here. And then again, beginning of the sentence is an indication of someone being at risk, includes but not limited to individuals. Individuals is talking about more than more, remember, who appears, so it doesn't correct. So if it was referring back to one person, an individual, then appears would be correct one. Now who appear poorly dressed, so that will be the correct option, because it's referring back to this individual. This who is referring back to this individual, therefore it is plural, and therefore appear will be base form will be used. Clean, as well as adults who seem to be under someone else's control. Decision may have decisions made for them. Have decision make. So obviously, as we understand, after have, you'll have to use the past form of the verb. Okay, decisions. And obviously, for this one to be singular decision, it has to have an article or something before it that indicating to one. So this is not a correct option. Correct option is this one. Again, we have an explanation. So the last two now. If you believe a child or adult is at risk or suffering abuse. So need to see that before and after or, the form of the verb and noun will remain the same. At risk, so therefore we'll use the suffer as well. Same thing. Sorry, same form will continue. Report it to the operator, etc. I said it with details like dates, time, descriptions. So now how do I know whether I use date, time, description, or shall I use the plural or singular? So this is my indication, because more than one details, although this can go with it as well, but here see the names. There's an indication here, the name. So this is plural, so automatically everything else will be plural as well. And names of address. You can share this with the police. Again, this police is a common noun, so there it will be singular, not a proper noun. It won't be plural. Sorry, I've made a mistake here. Really. Oh, I'm really sorry. If you believe a child is adult is at risk, or because of this S is here, because of this is here, I'm really sorry. Because of this here, it will be suffering. It will be suffering. I'm really sorry. I've just lost it. So okay, so let's move on. As a driver, beware at risk of risk individuals. Um, be as a driver, be aware of at-risk individuals. Okay, at-risk individuals. Listen to them, listening to them, listen to them, reassure them, listen to them. So again, same formation is continuous. Okay, be aware. So be careful, then be reassure, and also listen to them. Report. So it's following the same form. Report. Report in the sentence 999. Um, and you can also beginning of the sentence, you can also, not this one, you can also, there's a full stop there. Oh, really? Oh, I'm very sorry. It is the last one. So review incorrect. So this one we could not complete. Sorry. There you go. So the answer would be modern slavery helpline. Again, the wrong option given those as lower cases. So anyway, so I've done it. So if you want to take advantage, obviously, this amazing mock test, fill in the blanks, whichever you want. Or not everything is available on the website yet. They're coming, but mock tests are already available with the grammar rules and also with the explanation of the multiple choice questions. So feel free to go ahead on our website, which is serumocktest.co.uk. Also, if you like some training, so that we have taught you online the same way we teach in our classes, and we normally take one-to-one classes. So just feel free to pop in. Feel free to pop in, book an appointment, come for a free session, no problem. So we can assess you and tell you for both topographical SERU assessment and tell you what you need. Completely free of charge, and there is no obligation to continue as well. Don't forget to like, comment, and share, and subscribe to our channel. Thank you very much.